What's up, warriors? Welcome to another Bitcoin price update. Let's look at what Bitcoin is doing. As you can see, we're still kind of in this range here, okay? Now, I did want to show you guys something before we get started. As you can see, last time I did put the fibs from this high to this low, but let's move it a little bit. Let's move it now to this high, right? To this low. As you can see, actually the fibs are being respected really, really nicely here. Now, if we zoom in to where we at right now, okay, let's see here. Let me actually zoom in a little better for you guys so you guys can see here. Okay, now, as you can see from here, okay, we did try to come up and touch this Fibonacci level and end up getting rejected, right? And that was around that, the 9th and so, to the 10th. Nope. So that was from the 8th to the 9th, where we were here for a while, for about 2 days, and then we end up having this dump back down because we did have this huge move to the upside, right? Okay, now we've been in this range here, okay, now from around the 9th or so to today. Okay, so that's about 6 days or so. Now, as you can see here, we have some really, really powerful levels, okay? On the top side, we have this Fibonacci levels right here with this super resistant section, okay? Before we can think about moving to any of these sections here, first we need to break this level, okay? And since right now, as you can see, it has been super resistance multiple times, okay? Multiple times. It's also the same for the bottom. As you can see, support, 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 right? So the one thing you have to remember in trading is that when you have multiple levels always going back and forth, one of them on the range is going to break. Okay, we don't know to what side. It can break to the upside, to the downside. But when it's being touched multiple times, like it has here and here and here, as you can see, also here, as you can see. So this is super resistance right here, okay? If we can break that, then of course we can start seeing ourselves moving up, right? But then once you come up to this level, you also have the yearly VWAP, you also have the monthly VWAP, and then you have this Fibonacci levels right here, right? That's not including point of controls, value area highs, value area lows, a little bit of everything, right? But we could have a massive move to the upside if we do get some nice volume coming in, okay? From there, as you can see, we also are testing this support level multiple times, okay? So if we do get a massive shorts coming in, then of course we can also break this level and come back down to the downside. So, when you find a range, which is right here, okay, what you do is you trade that range until it breaks, right? And how you do that is when it goes to the upside, you go short. When it goes to the downside, you go long, all right? And you keep doing that over and over, right, until one of them breaks. Okay, so as an example, let's say you took 10 trades back and forth, right? And then on the last one, let's say an example, you went short here, right? But you had your stop loss, let's say right there. But then this time it broke above. Well, all these 9 times you took profit and then you had a small loss here. Well, that's not a bad thing. That's actually a super great ratio, win to loss ratio, right? So that's how you trade the ranges. You need to make sure that you're careful, but you also have your stop losses in place just in case. But also you need to make sure that your stop losses are not too tight where you're going to get kicked out immediately, right? So as you can see, nothing really has changed so far for the past few days. So there's really not much, to give you here in the information. But as you can see, if we zoom in a little bit more, right, we are still in this small range. Well, it's not really small. I mean, we are around that 49,700 or so to around that 37,600. So it's not like a small range, but as you can see, it is being respected really nice, right? You go to the middle of the range, come back down, you go back to the top of the range, come back to the middle of the range, and then now you're moving back up. Of course, here we're going to figure out, are we going to continue ranging, right? or is this finally going to be the time where we break to the upside? Of course, you always want to wait for confirmation, right? You don't want to just take a short or a long without confirmation. As an example, let's say that you would have gone here, boom. Okay, well, what about if this time it would have just gone up? You don't know, right? So you need to wait for confirmation. Make sure that you're looking at different time frames. Make sure that you're looking at your order flow softwares and stuff like that to see what is the volume happening, right? What is the general trajectory of the trend right now? Are we bullish? Are we bearish? So far, with everything going on, we are basically in a bearish downtrend, right? So you need to understand that, right? If we zoom out a little bit, as you can see, look at that. Down, 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 right? So until we break this range here, there's really nothing much we can do. Now, if we do have a nice pump to the upside, let's say that we do have a bullish scenario, right? And we do move up to the upside. Well, I could see ourselves at least coming to these levels here, around the 40 to 41,000, figuring out what's going to happen here. But we do have a lot of resistance, right? So we could bring a leg up here and then come back down. Now, if we do break this level, of course, this is major resistance, as you can see right here. Okay, we try to break it and we got to reject it. Then we have major resistance right here. As you can see, we try to break it multiple times and then they get rejected. So you have to understand those things as well, because you don't want to just say, oh, I'm super bullish, let's go super long right here, and then boom, getting rejected, because you've seen in the past that we have been rejected there, right? Also here, a lot of people say, oh, now we're super bullish, let's buy, and boom, it dumps. You have to understand that when you're going to major resistance, you go short, and when you go into major support, you go long. You have your stop losses in place to protect yourself, because that day it could be the one time that it will break to the upside or to the downside. But in ranges, you short from support and you long from resistance. Remember to have your trading plan in place. You need to always have a bullish and a bearish scenario, and you need to protect your capital. That's rule number one. Of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you some educational purposes information here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this quick video. I will be sharing a lot more lately. Please understand that around Thursday or so, I will not be able to make videos for at least a few days to maybe a week. Okay, so I will come back after like a week or so and start creating these videos for you guys as well. I will continue, of course, today and then tomorrow I will do one more video, but then on Thursday for like a week or so I will not. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this quick short video on the Bitcoin price. Please make sure that if you're not a member, you subscribe to my channel, like the video, it really helps me out, and comment below if you have any questions and I'll be the one to respond back to you. All right, hope you have a great day, and remember, warriors, let the profits come to you.